What's up, guys? Lord Mafka, aka Rogan Azrai, back at you with another video. And in today's topic, I want to talk about why abundance cannot heal a broken man. In the Red Pill Spirit community, in the life as a whole, we always have these literatures on people improving, you know, people going after materialistic things constantly. Being a person who just puts goals and desires over and over again, only to end up wanting more or failing in the process totally, which is the decade of numerous most men's reality now. So when we look at real life for how it's made to be, there's a separation between people who are born to win and people who are born to lose, so to speak. You know, when we look at how life is in general, it's a very rough, a very rigid, and just lowly place for most human beings. We have people in third world countries who are not getting any type of support. They aren't getting enough food, water. They can't even bathe themselves correctly. And we have people in the Western world in full effect saying things like, oh, you can better your life. You can do anything you want to, when most people will not even get close to the opportunities that they've had their entire lives. And you even have a majority of men nowadays in the Western world who have no opportunities whatsoever to start a family, to earn enough income, to have their own houses or, better cars. So when people are speaking the literature of being a hedonistic scumbag who only goes after material every day, these people are oblivious and blind to the reality that is before us. Do you really think you would need to go after your desires if you had them naturally met in the first place? Do you think you would need to put in the extra effort to put yourself out there, as they say, in the dating world, if you naturally could just get women in the first place? There would be no need for any black pill channels. There would be no need, especially for any red pill channels whatsoever, to exist on these internet platforms like YouTube. So, by the very fact that you have a whole culture that is based on how much can I gain, how much can I get, how much can I exploit others to further my cause? And this plays a big role into politics, in the education systems, in the medical field. Everything is just one big exploitation. Everything is just one big con, a lie. We were told that we should just believe in the system. We were told we should just deal with it, not complain. We should just go with the programming, just like a good zombie sheep robot would, right? And then when you get men who are speaking the truth, men who actually want to wake others up and speak their own mind for all the nonsense and bullcrap they see going on in society nowadays, we've become the issue. We've become the threat to the system furthering their control over the masses. And the biggest way to crush the system is to not even need it in the first place. And how do you not need the system? It's all about your mind. If you are steadily letting in people, things, situations into your life that drain you and take away more of your peace that has already been taken from you, you were playing into the rat race. You were playing into the fold of the control mechanism that society wants to put you under. In order to cut the veil of being brainwashed, you have to deprogram yourself from everything you were told to be. Whatever people tell you to do, you must look at it as a lie. You must look at it as an exploitation gig, because 9 times out of 10, people are giving you advice like self improve, chase after meaningless money, chase after women who don't care about you, all to just send you down the same tunnel all over again where you're hurt and broken. All because you believe some abundance is going to clear your mind that you never had in the first place. Let's say you have a scenario to where you take a man who's been a incel his whole life. You take a man who's been bullied, ridiculed, looked down upon like just the garbage of the earth. And you give him all the wealth in the world, and you give him an abundance of women as well. This might pleasure that man because he's not used to those things for a momentary while. But sooner or later, the euphoria runs out. And that's what most human beings don't understand. Happiness is temporary. You know, suffering, sadness, darkness, that's mostly forever, especially for a large majority of human beings. So that's why I say abundance cannot totally heal a broken man. Let's use another example. Like, let's say you get a big burn and scab on your knee. You know, you're cooking hot water and it falls on your knee and it just burns it badly to where the skin is just seen. And you're trying to throw something just luxurious over it. You know, let's say they get you an expensive knee brace. You know, let's say they get you something that just, it smells good, a medication to put on it. That's all you're doing, is putting luxuries on an emotional wound that if you had not experienced it in the first place, you would be able to enjoy your abundance and have women naturally that you could appreciate. But now that you've went through the whole process of being dehumanized, now that you've seen the darker aspects of humanity, especially through the black pill lens, there's not much joy you're going to get out of pretending to care about the world and compete for just mundane things that aren't going to bring you any inner peace whatsoever, barely. That's why I say happiness is temporary, because it cannot guarantee you that inner healing, you know, that inner transcension of the self. That is something you have to work on without the reliance of any material, any women. Am I telling you you're going to be totally healed and you're going to dance in the dandelions and the grass, you know, just like a young child would? No. But what I am saying is you're going to be able to be more realistic and go on about your life, realizing that most of these things are illusions, they're shams. There's a verse in the Bible that says, "For what does it profit a man to gain the world but lose his soul?" I actually would say this verse is correct and incorrect. Perhaps we should put a spin to it by the Black Pill Bible that I'm writing, which you all should be writing your own Black Pill Bible. So to that verse, I would actually tweak it and say, "For what does it profit a man to be in the absence of his desires to begin with? If you had it in the first place, you wouldn't even need or want as much." As human beings, are we always going to need and want to excel ourselves, if we still have that drive left in us. Yeah. But if you've had things naturally from the start and you were able to easily attract it into your life with just normal humane effort, none of this wouldn't be going on right now in the dating economy. You wouldn't have men who are remaining virgins into their 32, 33, or longer than that. You wouldn't have men that are just giving up on life and just locking themselves in the room, becoming just what the epidemic in Japan is going on right now, called a hikomori. These things would not exist. But you guys take care. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.